stupid battery pack. We're back live again, you guys. We're continuing on fixing H-Tomb scooter that he gave me. We're doing a valve adjustment right now. Before my video was rudely interrupted, we were taking off the valve cover and doing a valve adjustment, and I was looking for my little valve tools here. So we got one right here ready to go. We'll wait a couple minutes and then we'll continue on. Okay. So yeah, basically the update for this scooter is, in the first part of the video, our hour and a half, it's running good. We have no turn signals. We have no running light system. We do have high beams. We don't have low beams. We might get new bulbs for that, but we run it on high beam anyway. And the motor runs good. The oil is pretty black, needs oil change immediately, and it's not keeping a good idle. And it dies real quick at idle, and then it does not want to restart. Once it dies, very hard restart. So it's either a bad motor because of the compression's bad, or like what we're doing, the valves. So we're going to do the valve adjustment, and we already saw something terrible. The exhaust valve is so tight, it has no clearance right now. It has no sound or no gap when you go, for check for gap. So that will definitely cause a problem. That's causing a lack of compression. So that's good. So we found a big problem in the valve adjustment that could be causing our whole problem, which is good, because if I did not find a problem in there, then that means the motor's bad, and then that sucks. Our free scooter has a bad motor, and then we got to deal with that and sell it for scrap. So we're going to adjust this valve right here. Valve clearance on the GY6 150 scooter is going to be 0.003 inches, so real loose. Real light, you know what I mean? Just a little click, so it's going to be tight, nice tight valve clearance. But yeah, real loose. 0.003 is real loose, real flexible. Okay, so we got that, and we'll adjust that up. It could be 0.002 as well. That's still good, that's tight. You want some clearance. You need to have that clearance, but you want the clearance tight. So we'll wait for people to file in for a second here, since we lost battery power, and then we will proceed. If you have any questions live, go ahead and ask them. And then if you're watching this video after it's done, then go ahead and leave your questions and comments in the comment section. I'll answer your questions. Basically, we're working on a 2017 generic Chinese scooter, 150cc scooter. Pretty nice model, sporty model. Pretty nice. So let's go ahead and continue on our valve adjustment here. We're going to need an 8mm or 10mm socket to loosen up the nut on there, and a flathead to do this adjustments. So let's go ahead and find that. We'll get the 8mm out. I believe it's 8mm. Let's double check. No, a little bigger. So probably it might even be a 9. Let's check it. So let's check the 10 real quick. If not, then we gotta back down. We gotta back down to a 9. Alright, we got a 9 right here. It's probably 9. Yeah, it is 9mm, which is a weird size. So 9mm, let's get a flathead. Do our adjustment, and then that's what we need. And then get a seat. Okay. Oh, we got some winds go in here. Alright, so this one's ready to be set right here. If you can hear that, that's the clearance right now. It's good clearance. It's gonna go tighter though. So we put this in here in the gap between that, and we still have room. Too loose. So we're gonna keep that in there like that. Just hold it in there. The problem is every time you loosen the nut and tighten the nut on these, it makes the adjustment different. So this is really a learned behavior, a learned skill here. So you got to be aware of that. So let's loosen this up. All right. Helps to loosen in the right direction. There we go. So that's really tight. So we're gonna loosen that like that, and then, you know what? I thought that was a flathead. All right, we're gonna need some real small pliers. I'll show you what I use. I forgot we needed that. Some real small pliers, like needle nose style. Do that needle adjustment. We can use curved ones. I'd rather use straight lines. Let's see here. I'll just use this. I'll use these right here and straight, because I'm going to be turning. It's got a square head to it, and we're just going to be turning that square head slightly and then turning this to tighten. So let me make sure the stream is still on. Okay. Alright, so loosen this up, and then I'm going to turn it a little bit to tighten and tighten back up. And then we check right here. Up, too tight in there, too tight. So let's loosen it back up, but hold it. Turn it a little bit and loosen it, tighten it back up. There we go. Now what do we, oh, nope, still too tight. Loosen, back. Nope. It's incredibly tight. So let's see what we got. I don't know why it's so tight. Okay. There we go. Now we just want to tighten a little bit then. We want to make sure that thing's snug right there. That's our goal. So let's loosen up. Little bit tight. Okay, we're looking pretty good on there. Still a little too loose in there. Too loose. So hold this steady so it doesn't move anywhere. Little bit tight, just barely. There we go. I think we're good. Nope. Close. Just a tiny bit tighter, and then that'll be perfect. Tiny bit tighter on that. There we go. That's still too loose. I'm doing very small increments because this stuff is so small increment sensitive. Okay, there we go. Now we're tight. I think that's good. There we go. It can go in there, but it's tight. That's perfect. And then I'm going to tighten this nut, but I have to make sure the center doesn't move. So hold the center so it doesn't turn, and tighten. There we go. Double check that and listen to it. Perfect. So that's tight on a .003, very tight. And then now I want to make sure that the exhaust too. So I'm gonna turn the motor again. And it should be right about there. Right about there should be loose right now, and it's not. So we'll go ahead and first we need to clean it off a little bit. Fan it off a little bit now. Gonna loosen the nut that's around it right there. Kind of hard to get to that one. Loosen that nut, and then the middle post. This is going to be difficult because we have to do it now from the side to turn that. This is going to be more difficult. Oh, it's still not moving. Yeah, it's still not. So it's very tight. That's good because that was the problem it was having. Or like that'll cause the symptom that we're having right now. There it goes. Now it's loose. And having some, so it's very, very tight. Okay, so that's pretty good clearance right there. So I almost wanted to tighten that up just a little bit and set it. So this is real tricky. I have to tighten the nut around it, but hold on to the post. So hold on to the post like that. And let's check. Oh yeah, nice and tight. Perfect. Perfect. Now let's tighten the nut a little bit more and then verify it's not moving it anymore. Oops. Verify. Perfect, perfect. Now let's let the engine rotate a couple times and we'll re-verify the gaps. And you can go. So we'll feel that. Perfect. Almost a little loose, but not. But that's fine. That's a good gap. And then let's check the other one. Make sure it's closed. Oh, nope. So it's not open. Let me see here. Intake and then exhaust. They should be both closed. Huh, it's still, we gotta open it up more. There's no gap on it still, so it's so tight, still tight. That's good, because then that means the motor's still good, and that was just terrible. Yeah, okay. That's good. That should be loose right now. So let's open that up. Okay, so it's opened up some now. Let's take the slider under there. Nope, still too tight. Huh. So this was terribly too tight. don't know if I made a difference there or not. Let's see. I'm trying to open it up right now. No. Okay. Open up more. This is stubborn. This is a tough angle to get in here too, you guys. It's a tough angle in here. Shit. Still not in there. Ah! You bastard. Yeah, I cannot see that well in there. It's not opening up here or something. There we go. Finally. Okay, that could be satisfactory right there. Let's tighten the nut around it real quick and see. Hopefully that doesn't tighten it up too much. Okay, we're good. I like that level, so we'll see. Now we'll rotate it and see if it stays. It's the second time we adjusted it, but it had no clearance last time, so hopefully that's it on that, and then we wrap this up. It'll run way better because of that, though. That's definitely an issue. Your valves have to be opening and closing and have to have some gap here. So let's rotate and see what we got. So it's right here. That's tight right there. This one we got. Shoot, let's see. Okay. That's kind of tight right now. Okay, no, it's good. We're good. We're good. Okay. Let's check the other one then. That's the intake. Let's check the exhaust, which is being stubborn.